All right, back again for some more mask tests. Today we got a whole slew of tests. I got a whole box full of about 12 different masks, black masks, some KN95s. There'll be a summary video. If you're interested in what the final results are, I'll also include that summary video. Some discussion about masks, FaceFit, what kind of mask do you need in certain conditions, stuff like that. I'll try to cover all that. So we'll do our usual startup sequence. So I have the 3025A, it's all warmed up. I'm using the same kit line and everything that I ran for the last test. Doing the 0 count check with the HEPA capsule attached. Basically 0.00. It's been attached for like the last 5 minutes as I would wait for it to warm up. So 0 count passed. We'll go ahead and remove it just to make sure our system is actually counting. See what our ambient condition is. Okay, so go ahead and pop it off. Ambient condition comes up to, it's about 8,000 particles per C. So it's a little higher than I would like to see. I'd like to see it like in the 3,000, but I'm really dependent on the environment around me, and I cooked breakfast this morning, so we're going to have a little bit of background. Hooked up to the laptop here. Again, you can see the spike in the concentration. Hopefully that shows up. So we'll fire up the TSA 8026 here. You might hear that in the background now. Target for 25,000 particles per cc for each test. So we will have a little bit more background, but we'll be doing some of the standard. We'll do also some of the other masks that I've tested, the Botn, the M100. We'll use those as controls just to make sure how do things stack up relative as if the test is changing, the aerosol is changing a little bit. So we'll just we'll do that and hang around. This will be a long video. I'm just going to put all of the data live as you see it, and then I'll do a summary video. So if you're really interested in, when I talk about FaceFit, or if you see me fiddling with masks, or like how well of a fit, how good of a fit, how fast of a fit I could get, it might be useful for some people. But mostly I just want to provide transparency about how I'm doing the test and what's the data collecting really look like. So hang around and you'll see a lot more. All right, I had forgot to mention also that we'll be using a 16% sodium chloride solution again. So we'll be using that same roughly like 60 nanometer count mode diameter, or count medium diameter. I'll correct it in the white text at the bottom, but 16% sodium chloride for this test. First mask up for test today will be the Moldex M100. Upstream concentration 2.96 times 10 to the 5th. I'll don the mask. Record that 2.976 times 10 to the 5th. 2.976. Oh, sorry, excuse me, times 10 to the 4th. That's our starting upstream concentration. So I'll don the mask. Adjust the fit, make sure it's good and tight. Put this background. Alright, you can see that concentration just plummet. Sorry for the background lighting here. It's a little bright. Let me bring that down a little bit. I want to have enough light so the video shows, but I don't necessarily want enough light. Alright, we'll close this and restart it. Apparently there's some update here. Oh, there we go. Alright, that concentration is really coming down there. I did freshly shave today, so that probably helps a lot. Alright, we'll call it 20 seconds there. 6.07. That's really good. That's really, really good. 6.07. That's going to be like super high. The only concern might be the relative humidity. I don't have controlled in this room. If the relative humidity gets above like 55%, you can start to see some particle size increase significantly, so you'll get like much better filtration efficiency. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that. I really should buy something to monitor the relative humidity in the room. Oops, that's not going to provide a very good average value and background value. Alright, we'll let it stabilize here for a few seconds. So, need about another 10 seconds here, and we should be getting some consistent readings. Alright, there we go. So 2.498 times 10 to the 4th. 2.498 times 10 to the 4th, and that's the Moldex M100. So I'll compute all that, and then we'll do that later. All right, let's move on to the next mask. Next mask up, I'll do the AirQueen. I want to get a nice base. We've usually seen these about 90%, so I want to make sure this, if I'm concerned about our relative humidity, I'll just get a baseline. This has been typically 90%. So I already got the 20-second average, 2.394 times 10 to the 4, so I'll don the mask, and we'll start our test here. So I hope, what I'm really looking for is that this is at 90% again. That tells me my test is at least repeatable. I am a little worried about relative humidity, so that's something I'll have to keep an eye on. It's been rainy and starting to get cold here as we go into the fall here in Minnesota, so see if we can get a good seal. A little bit of leakage around. It's right over here. That's okay. All right, so AirQueen is there we go. I'm gonna close it. We'll restart the program. Shift F10. Thank you, Powcom Community Edition. Okay, so we're getting about 90% with this one, so that's good. I'm gonna kind of hold a little bit to my face. You can't see it because I don't have the camera facing that way, but I'm just kind of adjusting it a little bit here. Alright, so we're getting some nice consistent data here. Alright, I call it 2356. 2356, alright. 2356. Yeah, so we're like 90% again. That's awesome. I like to see repeatable data, so that's why I'll always kind of do some of the standard masks in the test, just to always make sure that the data set is consistent. So we'll repeat them and we'll keep testing them. They'll be the same mask, and we'll just keep adding to the confidence level of the data set. So it's not like I happen to have a leak at that one moment and I end up with something like 90%. So we'll let this stabilize here. So I'm looking for 20 seconds. So there's 10, there's 20. Okay, so there we go. We got 20 seconds. 2333 e to the 4. So 2.333 times 10 to the 4 hour. It's poor handwriting, but it's okay. All right, all done with that one. All right, next up will be the Botn face mask. So we got a base concentration of 3. I turn on the aerosol generator for a second there just to get some more going. Base concentration of 3.415 times 10 to the 4. 3.415 times 10 to the 4. What did I say? Well, I can't remember what I just said there because I was distracting myself with this mask in the way. 3.434. Here we go. 3.434 times 10 to the 4 particles per cc. Go ahead and I'll don the mask here. So I'm going to use the Botn that I've been using since the very beginning. Arguably, someone could make the argument that, well, I'm not really testing within lot variation, and that is a very fair point, so I can't assess the quality of every mask that they make, but I think in general, all these KF94 seem to be pretty legit, so. Alright, even the Botns just fit so fast. I really like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and, again, you can see the concentration plummets. I am doing the double ear loop. You don't have to wear it as a double ear loop. I'll cover that in the video too, because I think I accidentally created some confusion there. I love when I see this light blink. That means it's really good. call it there 272.1. 272.1. 272.1. Oops, I accidentally hit the pause button there, so its Botn face mask came off. We'll let it come up 20 seconds to get the finished concentration, and then we'll do it. Yeah, while we wait for that, one of the things I really like about this Botn is just consistent face fit. I really, maybe it's because it's a mask that I'm using all the time, so I'm getting very comfortable with how to fit it, but it really fits really quickly and easily, and seems to provide good protection, so always a big fan of the Botn right now. All right, we'll call it there 3.104 e to the 4. 3.104 times 10 to the 4, and that's for the Botn face mask. Sorry for the poor handwriting. I can't hold the paper while I write. I have to hit it with my arm. So, all right, we'll get done with that mask and move on to the next. Okay, next up will be the disposable surgical face masks. These are these blue face masks that you're going to see all over the place. This brand is Zahusi. I apologize if I mispronounced it. It is not meant to be an insult to people who can actually speak Chinese in a proper fashion. So my apologies if I'm mispronouncing it there. But this is just a test surgical face mask. I've been hearing a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, I got plenty of face masks at work. They're the blue ones. They protect you." And it's like, they protect others. So surgical face masks, great for protecting others, not so great for protecting yourself. So I think I'm trying to encourage people to both protect themselves and others. So it's kind of a win-win in that scenario. So 20-second concentration is 2.591 times 10 to the 4th. All right, go ahead and don the mask. Now I'm going to tell you right now that this mask will not get good face seal. In fact, I'm going to even tie the ear loops to give myself the best possible value for this surgical face mask. But this one's kind of a crappy face mask because the nose bridge isn't great. So full disclosure, it's not like a great surgical mask, but I'm just going to use this as like a reference that people know. Like, I lost my ear loop. Try again real quickly here because our concentration is going to be slowly dropping. So if anything, I might overestimating, but let's go like that. There we go. Okay, so these are really tight to my face. This nose bridge on this mask is utterly garbage, so I think it's like a piece of plastic. I don't even think it's metal. Alright, there you go. So face fit. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it there. Well, no, I'll do a real test. I think I'll let it breathe by there. So basically to show there's no protection. So here we go. The surgical face mask, for those that want to see it installed, the old classic blue surgical. How do we do? Not great, which is not surprising given that it's just leaking past my nose. So we'll just I'm gonna hold the nose bridge just to help myself. So holding nose bridge. Alright, we'll call it there with the nose hold. You can see I have 3 breaths with the held nose bridge. So 5, 3, 3, 2. So I'll call it 5, 3, 3, 2. I'll note that it's the nose bridge held. And you can see right away, look what happens when you take that nose bridge off. So, turns out, if the mask just lets the air go around it, it doesn't do anything for you. So this is as it's received. I mean, no one can get these nose bridges to seal. I can't. I've seen multiple people try to wear this mask. All right, so. Alright, well I can't, it's just all over the place because it's just leaking, so we'll call it 1746. 1.746 times 10 to the 4. And let's pull it off. I'll have to update my handwriting. 1.746 times 10 to the 4. 1.7. It's kind of sloppily written there. 1.746. And that was nose bridge. As worn, so I didn't hold it or anything, so it'll give us a nice little comparison there. Yeah, I mean, so if you look at this plot, let me full screen it here. I mean, and I think the reality is I'm actually probably overestimating it. So what you're seeing here, these spikes when they come up that I breathe in. Now when I breathe out, some of that sodium chloride goes in my lungs and actually gets filtered out. Now sodium chloride is not dangerous to breathe in, it's salt. If you're near an ocean, you're breathing lots of sodium chloride aerosols all the time, so not a big deal. But that's what we're seeing here. So I'm actually greatly overestimating what this is. So this low point is me breathing out. As soon as I breathe in, it spikes back basically to the ambient concentration because it's just all going around the mask. So I don't know. I mean, so it'll always, I'm going to be way overestimating what it is on these type of masks that leak a lot. So we'll just call it there 2.25 times 10 to the 4. 2.25 times 10 to the 4. 2.25, yeah. All right, so we'll compute it for each condition, and we'll move on to the next mask. Next up is the We Can cloth face mask. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. Arun. Maybe I like it because my name's Aaron, but they had they had reached out to them and then requested some KN95s, and they had also sent me one of these as well. So these masks I did not pay for. These were provided to me on behalf of the supplier, so I will disclose that now. So I can't, I didn't purchase them myself. They could send me something that's much better, the best things they have, but it seems like they're just consistent with their standard product offerings, but of course I can't guarantee that. So let's try this one out. This is a cloth mask, and get going here. So our background count concentration, I'll just poke it through the test port here. Alright, so let's give this this is what we call this We Can. So upstream concentration is 3.13 times 10 to the 3. Okay, install the mask. It's kind of nice, got a little adjustable ear loops on it, so you can definitely get a good seal. But unfortunately, and it has a pocket for a can for like a filter, KN95 filter. But yeah, cotton masks don't do a lot to protect you. So even a good cotton mask, I mean, it's relative. I mean, when I say protection, I mean in the range of the aerosol that we're using. So I'm gonna do my standard breath test here, and we'll just see how it does. Alright, actually, let's close this so I get a better view here. There you go. There's no nose bridge on this, so I can feel it leaking through the nose bridge. Alright, we'll call it there 1.409. What did it break it? Alright, 1.409. Alright. Hope I didn't break. I don't think I cracked my phone, but you gotta see that live, so. Alright, we'll do the downstream check. And we'll call it a day. So, downstream, yeah, you can see like it doesn't change much, right? Because cloth masks don't do much for you. Let it stabilize here for there's 10 seconds. So we need another 10 seconds for the stabilization, and we'll record that value. No nose bridge on that, so it's not going to provide a great seal. And so even if the media was pretty good, it's not going to be because it's cloth. But it doesn't get you a lot. All right, there you go. 20 seconds. So 2.912. 2.912 times 10 to the 4. All right, computing filtration, and move on to the next. All right, up next is the Dr. Puri Black Edition, the stylish black. Be Healthy USA got them. They actually gave this to me, full disclosure, they gave this to me as a free sample when I had purchased a whole bunch of Botn masks, so they just sent these over to me, so check them out. They just came out. Background, or upstream concentration at the start, 2.701. So I wish this would hold still when I write, 2.701 times 10 to the 4. All right, we'll don the mask, and let's see how we do. I did shorten the ear loops just because I want to get a really good face seal on this. So again, we're going to try to qualify a little bit. I mean, that's how I kind of do this mask anyways. It looks like one of these came loose on me. I normally have to do this anyways, even if I'm just wearing it to work. my ears are a little closer than everyone's, it seems like, so. Alright, here we go. And I would say that the black is a little bit stiffer than the, like the media is a little bit stiffer than the normal white version. Alright, so you see the plummet, so boom, install the mask, get it fit, boom, drops down. That's what we want to see. So seems like I don't see any performance difference with the black mask. I think we'll call it there. It looks like it's pretty much stabilized. So I'll call it 222.6. 222.6. Alright. We'll remove the mask. I like to just set it by the keyboard. That seems to be a convenient place. Watch that concentration spike. That's the delta of a good mask. So, Dr. Puri, legit again. Like to see that across different brands. So let it stabilize here for another couple seconds, and we'll get our 20-second concentration average. Okay, so 20-second concentration average 2.423. 2.423 times 10 to the 4. While I wait, I'm going to flip this on, and I'm going to boost our concentration back up a little bit, back to, I'll try to stay in that 25,000 range. Alright, next up is the Bluna FaceFit, another black mask. Big fan of these. These ones are kind of cool, adjustable ear loops. Seems like I have a stiff outer shell, so let's don the mask and see how it performs. So, upstream, let me get the upstream concentration. It's 2.222. Bluena. 2.222 times 10 to the 4. Alright, let's on the mask. It does have adjustable ear loops, so I might have to tweak those a little bit to get them dialed in, but I love adjustable ear loops, and I love a black mask. Pretty good voice. Kind of big box for the mouth, too. Gotta figure out how to measure that, because my lips are nowhere near the entrance are. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks good. Looks like it's a legit mask. So there's, before, fit, install, heat reduction concentration, so that's a good sign. Fire it up. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely good performance. Wow. Alright, I'll do some controlled breathing here. Lean back and just make sure I got my fit good. That's a good mask. All right, we're gonna call it there 200.1. Yeah, good fit, good adjustable ear loops. Do the same thing. We'll set it on the keyboard there. Let it stabilize. You'll watch the spike. Boom, there's the spike. Consistent. Let it stabilize for 20 seconds. We'll record the finish cut down. Outside mask concentration at the end of the test, so we kind of average if there's kind of a little bit of a downwards trend in the concentration, and just to check to make sure everything looks good. There's 10 seconds. There's 20 seconds. There we go. So we'll call it 2.171. 2.171 times 10 to the 4th. Okay, so we'll compute the efficiency, and we'll do that in summary. All right, up next, the AllKeeper KF95. I got these from a different site. I can't remember the link, but I'll actually have it in the description below.
I ordered these from a different site than the Be Healthy site. Again, paid for these myself, shipped these and paid for shipping and everything, so they don't even know I even ordered them for this review. We'll get started with it. Upstream, I turned on the generator here, so you can see it kind of pick back up a little bit. So we're at 3.463. So this is the AllKeeper Black. 3.43. 0 times 10 to the 4. Sorry for the. Can't always see me writing, but I'm just gonna make my life easy. I just film it all live, so I don't have to edit a ton at the end. So, not a great video. If you want a summary, watch the summary. This is gonna be way too loose on my ears, so I'm going to tie a little knot in this. No adjustability on the AllKeeper, so it's kind of a little bit of a boner. But I always love a black mass, so I'm a sucker for that. So, string material is pretty thick and good. I like that. The thin strings kind of drive me nuts a little bit. They seem to dig in your ear a little bit more. These are definitely on the thicker side of the strings. So here we go. Up on the ear. Oh yeah, that's it. So it's a good tight fit. Again, I always go for a tighter fit than you probably would wear for an 8-hour workday because I want to test the media and make sure that they're legit. If I have a leak, I can make it look bad. So it's never a big proof there. All right, here we go. So. Background. I hope those reverse widows actually see me and you're not just staring at my chest. I guess I should review the footage. So it might just be you staring at my chest as I put on a mask, so sorry about that. But I'm not going to reshoot it because I don't really have the time. Okay, concentration drop, so it seems like it's pretty decent. Good face seal, I can tell that. Media is maybe not as good as the other mask. We'll see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the media is as good in these AllKeepers. I don't feel any leaks. I'll check my nose bridge here or try adjusting a little tighter. I don't feel any leaks, but... Alright, so I think that's about as good as you're going to get. Let's call it 515.1. 515, oops, sorry. 515.1. 515.1. Go back and move the mask. Set it on there. And then we'll wait the 20 seconds. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. I mean, so, you know, again, we like to see that spike. So, probably not 99% efficient, but, I mean, I think I'll have to cover that in the next summary video. It's kind of like, what level of efficiency do you really need? If you're running into the grocery store, 99, 98, 97, 96, probably doesn't really make that big of a distance. Work all day? Okay, then it kind of matters a little bit, so I think I'll talk a little bit about that. It won't be a short video. I try to make them short, but they're never short. All right, here we go. A 20-second summary. Good to go. So 3.256. 3.256 times 10 to the 4. Alright, so that's the AllKeeper Black. Okay, so next up is the Clean-Nara? I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. They're going to look like this. With text words that Clean-Nara is here. These actually got shipped to me down from someone in Canada. I was interested in checking out. It sounds like this is a brand that's kind of available at a lot of Korean shops up there. So I guess I'll get a good close-up of the package too. This comes with, I think, and I'll do this in the summary video, get the lot information. So the lot information on this, I'm not sure if it's visible or not, is, so build date is 2023 of 07/15, so I'm assuming that's July 15th, 2020, or that must be the expiration date, excuse me. And then the lot number is F1-287-120022, so it seems legit. Again, all in Korean in the instructions, but let's check it out. So background concentration 3112, or not background, but sorry, upstream. Or starting condition 3112 times 10 to the 4, and this is the Clean-Nara. And I apologize for my pronunciation. It's not to be disrespectful to the language. I just don't know it enough to be able to pronounce it, so I'm trying to pronounce it how I think it would be in English. So if that's totally wrong, please correct me. No problem with that at all. I'm just trying to be. I don't want to be disrespectful as if I'm not trying to understand it, but I have been doing some Korean translations and text on sites because I got shared a couple of interesting links about the KFDA. I'm not sure if it's KFDA or exactly what the link is, just to all the registrations of these in Korea. So there's the KF90 or the database that they have. They have to submit a registration for these, which is, again, it highlights in it a good thing that they're doing, right? They're checking to make sure these masks are legit, which is what you want. Okay, so this is the the Clean-Nara that someone had sent down to me from Canada. Look at that, tighten the ear loops up. It's a little tighter than what I would normally when I want to test the media. It's legit, so it's good. All right, so let's take a look here. So flip back around. Sorry for the swinging around, but I'll have to get my laptop charger back out here. All right, so close this down so you can see kind of an upstream what the breathe looks like. Adjust the nose bridge a little bit. You can't see that, but I'm adjusting the nose. I don't feel any leaks, so... Oh yeah, these are legit. Semi-collapsible, not super stiff. Pop the seal as it moves. Alright, let me just hold still here while I do this. Alright, I'll call it there with the 20-second 375.1. 375.1. Take it off. Set it on the keyboard. It's back. Alright. So, seems legit. Probably in the 98% filtration efficiency range. I'll do the math at the end, but seem good. So, they're legitimate. I mean, remember the KF94 standard is 94% of stuff with, I'm not sure on the leakage front. In the US, we call that TIL, total internal leakage, which is a combination of FaceFit plus media leakage. So sometimes I use the word filtration efficiency because that's, I think, a better description for it, but leakage is a term that they use in NIOSH, which would mean either the media, it's particles coming through the media or around it. They call that TIL, total internal leakage, and the total internal leakage spec, I think, is 8% for an N95. So the media can be, so if you have a 100% media, then you can have 8% leak. If you have a 8% or 92% media, then you can have zero leakage at the face mask interface. So, all right, there we go, 275.4. So 2.754 times 10 to the 4. All right, call that one good. Next up is the AllKeeper KF94 in the white version. So we tested the black, so we'll do the white. AllKeeper, I'm just writing down here, Keeper KF94 white. Background concentration, 2.256 times 10 to the 4. I'll have to turn the generator on after the end of this one. So there we go, we'll install it. I shortened the ear loops on this. One thing I do notice is, like, can you compare the AllKeeper white to the AllKeeper black? Yeah, it seems like when they dye it black, it stiffens the material, which is actually, in my opinion, a good thing. So it's kind of funny. It also might add a slight odor. When I noticed the black one, it had like I would say a chemical smell, but it just like had a different smell than the white mask. It also might have a smell too. So that's interesting. All right, so we got the mask fitted. I don't feel any leaks. Maybe a little bit on the cheek here, so let me adjust the nose. Okay, feels good to me. This one I get a little bit of face collapse. Pressure drop isn't great. I can tell that. I can tell it's a little harder to breathe in than others. So probably not my recommended mask, but still provides protection here. It looks like. I think I got a leak here somewhere. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Alright, I call it there 699.6. Pull the mask off. I want to get a little bit of face finish on that one. Maybe I could have gone a little tighter on the ear loop, so I don't know if I need to retest that one or not, but we'll get the 20-second concentration again. Boom, spike. So our counting system measures as soon as it comes off. One thing I was worried about is that, you know, you get some relative humidity in this line and you get some moisture that condenses out, and then you're just constantly humidifying that line, but that doesn't change the concentration significantly. I mean, maybe that's why we see a slight reduction at the end of the test, but it's also that the concentration just generally is going to drift lower and lower due to coagulation of the particles. The really small particles bump into each other and will slowly form bigger particles, of which you have a smaller number count. So mass is conserved, assuming it's not settling onto surrounding areas. But so mass is conserved, but number is not. All right, we'll call it there 1.928. 1.928 times 10 to the 4. All right, so we'll compute that one. We'll call it good. Next up is the Bluna white KF94. Do these ones again. Adjustable ear loops. Looks just like the black one. The only knock I have is that I did try to look on the packaging to see what the lot ID is. I don't see a printed lot ID on these, so I gotta knock the Bluna white for that. So upstream concentration 3.44 times 10 to the 4. Go ahead and don the mask. I did adjust it a little bit before the video, so it saves a little time, because sometimes I'm waiting for the concentration to stabilize. If I turn the generator on again, get it centered up, do the nose bridge. I'll have to do a couple without ports on to see if they collapse. The only complaint I have is that the nose bridge isn't crazy strong. There's one mask I'll test today that has an amazing nose bridge, which we'll talk about. Alright, so let's flip it over here. I'm sorry to swing it around, but that's the way it happens. Close this out. Oops. Wrong button. Alright, here we go. Wow, this mask performs really well. Unless you have a crack in the nose bridge like that. Oops. Alright, let me tweak it back down there. Oh shoot, it popped off my face here. Alright, there's going to be a big spike in concentration there. Just a reminder that the mask is only as good as it fits your face. Gotta do this for another 20 seconds here. Well, I guess I could be polite and full screen this so not everyone has to stare at the small screen. Alright, there we go. So now we're getting a nice stable value. Alright, so we will call it... we'll call it there. 229.2. 29.2. Pull the mask off. FaceFit here. Wait 20 seconds for the concentration to stabilize on the upstream side. There we go. 3.235. 3.235 times 10 to the 4. I wish this paper would stay on the countertop so it keeps moving around. Alright, we'll compute that on 22290.2. Alright, compute that efficiency. KF94. pretty reasonably priced on Be Healthy. Again, these came as a sample. I purchased some Botn masks, so full disclosure, these had come as a sample from Be Healthy USA. Expiration date 8/31/2023. Lot number Korean symbols that I can't really read, and I'm not sure of their shape to know what they are. .208. So we'll start with the upstream concentration. 2.427. 2.427 times 10 to the 4. We'll don the mask. You guys can watch. I did tighten the ear loops up. I like to tuck a little bottom under here. Seem to get a better seal that way. Alright, I do notice that the pressure drop is a little high on this mask. You can tell that right away, but filtration efficiency looks good. I just cracked the mask there on accident because the tube caught and pulled. As I tried to move back a little bit here to get a better shot, and I grabbed the tube that's connected. I got a little bit of a face issue, so I'm try to adjust the nose bridge a little bit there. There we go. So it's hard to, I mean, this is always the issue with these masks and why FaceFits are so important. That delta right there is really just because I had a nose bridge leak. I can feel it just ever so slightly. So I think, you know, like all my mask tests, it's FaceFit dependent. Media is good. Or I'll call it 113.7. So media good on that one. 113.7. We'll oops, let the 20 seconds pass here. Concentration spikes back up, so it looks good. Yeah, so just for people reference, this is just had a little nose bridge leak. I could kind of, it took me a second to wait till the mask, you kind of, your face gets a little warm in the mask, and then I could feel the cool air slipping past by the nose bridge. I wish that had a stiffer nose bridge in it. I think that just maintains a much better seal the stiffer the nose bridge. I have one mask, which I think it's actually a pretty dang nice mask. Let's see how it performs. All right, here we go. So we just gotta wait another couple seconds here. So 2.278. 2.278 times 10. Oops, sorry, you're not saying that, but 10 to the 4. Okay, there's the Illwool KF94. Illwool KF80. Again, sample was sent to me from Be Healthy USA during a purchase of some Botn mask. Lot ID, or expiration date 6/16/2023. Lot ID, Korean symbols, I can't remember, .204, but it's in the bottom right corner, so of that. So let's don the mask, and we're going upstream concentration. Upstream concentration is a little bit of fluctuation there, so we'll let that stabilize. I don't know what happened there. We're on a little bit of a downward trend here, and because it's in that air blow, I can get a little bit of variation there, so we'll let it stabilize. I need to turn it on after the next test here. So let's call it 1.885 times 10 to the 4. So I need to, we'll need to start the generator up after this one. Okay, so this is very similar to the 90. Oh, it breathes a lot easier than the 90, I can tell you that. Okay, I think I got a pretty good seal. Yep, you can definitely see. So that was the KF94 that I took off there. Then it goes back up to room, put on the KF80. So yeah, it definitely has a reduction in filtration efficiency, but that's what we'd expect. Breathes easier though, I can tell you that right now. The hygienic mask is still my favorite from the Illwall hygienic for outdoor is amazing. I don't know why it keeps auto-focusing here, sorry. Alright, we'll call it there. Seems to be kind of stabilized there. We'll wait just one more time here. Alright, so let's call it 1556. 1556. 1556. Okay, we'll let the concentration stabilize. To get the exit concentration. Maybe I can sneak in one more mask test here. Alright, there we go. 1.890. So it actually didn't move at all. 1.890 times 10 to the 4. Okay. All done with the Illwall KF80. I accidentally took a picture instead of doing the mask. So this is the LG Airwasher Basic. This seems like a really good mask. It's got English text instructions on the back. Looks like a manufacturing date of 6/15 or expiration date of 6/15/2023. Lot number, I can't really tell if that's a lot or a Korean symbol or something. So it's 1,168. The bag is really thick. This mask is really nice. So I actually just had it on. I just didn't have my video recording apparently, and I didn't realize it. So we'll do an upstream concentration 3.981. 3.981 times 10 to the 4. Good news is I already adjusted the ear loops because I thought I was filming, but I actually did not ever hit the record button. Very amateur mistake. Oh, yeah. The one thing I really like about this mask, and I gotta make sure I talk about the Sunry video as well, is that the nose bridge is like a really stiff piece of metal. I mean, it's not uncomfortably stiff. It's just like instant seal, and it feels like, yeah, it's really a nice feature. So let's open it back up. Oops, I just made a code change in my base there. I don't mean to do that. We'll just undo that change. And the filtration efficiency on this thing is really good. Now it's hard to tell if that's just because I got a really good FaceFit with this mask or what, but I'll stop talking to stop generating. I'm generating particles when I talk at these low level of concentrations. So I'll stop talking and just breathe. So we will call it there. 92.06. Wow. Good is really good. 92.06. Alright, pull the mask off. That might be a Botn beater there. That might beat the Botn in terms of filtration efficiency. It's a really nice mask too. Nice and soft on the inside. Build quality looks amazing. It's thick. It's got a stiff outer lining like the Botn, so a really good option if the Botn's. Price-wise, it was spendy. I think I paid $350 a mask, so hard to say if it's worth the extra cash, but I'll have to wear a couple at work for a while. Alright, so we'll call it there. We got 3.624. 3.624. Oops, 24 times 10 to the 4th. Good. Sloppy with the handwriting. Okay, so up next is the KN95. These are the bona fide Powcom mask with the headband style. This was sent to me by a fellow Redditor on Masks for All subreddit. Included all of the original documentation about when to purchase it. So This is a little bit of an older mask. I think the date of purchase, I won't show the confident, try not to show his information here. Date of purchase was the end of July, July 31st. It also does feature the little scratch off thing that looks like has already been scratched off and submitted, which he said was legitimate. So we'll test the head strap version here. So we'll get started. 3.338 for the upstream concentration. So, oops. 3.338 times 10 to the 4. And my handwriting is getting worse as this test has gone along. We've got a lot of mass to test. A lot of mass tests today. All right, so head strap style. Big fan of that if you got to wear them for a long time. They're really nice, the head strap. Yeah, okay. I think I got my seal there. All right. Definitely seem legitimate. My only complaint would be it's like a little itchy on the inside. It's not quite as soft on the inside as other masks. At least maybe the previous Bonafide mask. Maybe I should test that in a stack of masks. Now, might be a face seal issue here, so we adjust it. Alright, I'll call it there. It seems to be stabilized. 340.8. 340.8. So these look really good. Top it off. Ooh, a little harder to take off because of the head strap version there. Oh, battery warning on my laptop just came on, so we'll have to charge that here shortly. Gotta grab the charger. Okay, so mask is off. Just set it on the keyboard like I always do. Let it stabilize here for 20 seconds. So this is the Powcom headband style. It looks like it's the older version than looks like they updated the design at some point in time, because people are saying that this one feels thicker than the newer versions of these. So good test. Oops, sorry, I didn't have the footage there caption that. All right, so we'll call it there. There's 20 seconds, so 2.926. 2.926 times 10 to the 4. All right. These are the Filter, FILTR 95. These were available at Costco. Another Redditor tried to reach out to me and recommended. I didn't feel like buying 100 of these because that's what you had to buy at Costco, because that would be a lot of filters to buy. So he had sent along, or he or she, I'm not sure the gender, had sent along some masks to test. While doing the summary video, the lot information, I don't have it with me. He sent me a picture, his receipt, the box, the lot information, all that stuff that had come from that. So we'll see how legit these the Filter 95s are. Concentration, it's hooked up already. 2.514 times 10 to the 4th. 2.514 times 10 to the 4. All right. I can tell you right now, I don't like them. Not because they're, most people know that I'm not a super big fan of the KN95 mask. I'm gonna have to shorten up the ear loops. I can't get the nose bridge. I already tested this one. I can't get the nose bridge to seal. It has a very weak metal in there. Enough that I guess I should pre-loop this so you guys don't have to watch me loop these all the time. But media is soft on the inside. It's a good soft feel, face seal. So I give them credit for that. I feel like that Bonafide was much more coarse on the inside, a little not as smooth. I can't get this metal bridge to stay closed. It keeps opening up on me. So it's leaking now. I can feel it. So I'll test it as is with the bridge, not holding the bridge, and you can see it's leaking. So let's see if I can get at least something there. It's leaking on the bridge. I can't get the nose bridge to hold the seal. It's leaking. I would not recommend these, even if they're cheap. I mean, I guess they're better than nothing, but let's close it and start again here. So They're legitimate. I just think that the nose bridge sucks. We went cheap on the nose bridge. Yeah, I can't get it to stay on the nose. It just keeps opening up. It's like a very weak aluminum nose bridge. Boo. We're going to call it there for open nose bridge because I can't get it to seal on my face. So it depends on everyone's face, but I'm not impressed with that nose bridge. Yeah, it just keeps opening up on me. We'll call it 3586. So these are going to show to be really bad. Okay, so now for the next version of the test, I'm going to hold the nose bridge here with my hand. So here, so I'm going to hold it tight against there, try to get a media raking. So media is good. Really good media. Really good media. I gotta give them credit for that. Holy smokes, it's really, really good media. Good on Costco. Just too bad that nose bridge ruins a very good mask. Alright, we'll call it there. 34.33. That might be the best mask we have ever tested. Yet, they're ruined by a stupid nose bridge that they put crappy metal in. Sorry, you couldn't see me doing that. But like I can't get it to stay closed. It just opens back up. There's like not enough strength to the nose bridge. And it just leaks right past my... Yeah, I can't get it to seal. That is too bad. That's a really good media in there. So good job, Filter, for making that. But too bad you didn't make a stiffer nose material in there. Ooh, I don't know why they did that. It was a big mistake. Really some quality media in there. Just gonna take a note while we wait the second there. So this is as fit, and then if I pinch the nose bridge. Too bad, but highlights FaceFit, very important. And how did I know I had a leak? I could feel cool air coming across my nose. After you wear a mask for a few minutes, that warm, humid air starts to occupy it when you breathe out, and then you feel when you suck in where the cool air comes. If you feel just like a general distribution, 2.117. If you feel just like a gentle, like uniform value, then it's good. But if you feel like specifically cool air blowing past some spot in your face, you have a leak, a very large leak. Okay, coming to the end of the last of the KN95s now. This company, Arun, I'll have to double check what their contact information was. Arun had contacted me and sent me some masks to check out. They sent me two versions, a metal stripe with the nose bridge inside and then the nose bridge outside. So I'm going to test this nose bridge outside. I don't know which box version I received here. So this is what the box looks like. Looked to me like they're guessing they're definitely not manufacturing those styles because they, the Dongwon Arun Industrial Company. So maybe it is the same. These ones have a printed name on them and the GB2626 standard on it as well as state KN95. So let's try them out here. And remember, full disclosure, they did send these to me. So this is the Arun inside nose band, so it's not exposed, or nose clip, or whatever you call those. Can't think right now. I'm getting tired of testing masks. I'll turn the generator on. I think we're just going to try to power through these quickly. So 1.780, so it's a little lower than I'd like, but 10 to the fourth. Install the mask. Ear loops look good. Internal face feels good. At least they're tight to start with. One thing I hate about fold flat masks is I get that metal in there. Now at least they use a little bit better nose bridge. Yeah. Still get a little leakage there, but it's much better than the other mask. I mean, that's too bad that they made such a bad nose bridge. There we go. Oh, I pulled it off my face. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's do this quickly. I'm running out of aerosol and I don't want to have to power this back up just for the last. I got one mask left. Not great pressure drop, I can tell you that. Good media, so good from them for that. And as space, pretty good. I'm going to be quiet and let's test it. call it 347.7. 347. Hold still, paper. Come on, paper. I'm in with the tube. 347.7. Okay, pull it off. Set it on there. Oh. So, good mask. Pressure drop seems a little high, but we'll measure that and see how it looks. But filtration-wise, legit. Nice. Good job. Good job, Arun. Gotta wait a few minutes for that concentration to come back up. 20-second average should start kicking in. Here we go. 1.658. 1.658 times 10 to the 4. All right, we'll compute that and put it in the summary video. Last mask of the day. This is the Arun external nose bridge clip, so the metal's on the outside this time. Let me pull it out. I guess I should have done that. Save a second here. Oh, shaky camera. Sorry. All right, here we go. So this one is not printed. It's the hot stamp or the seaming type stamp that they use. So again, they have Arun GB 2626 2005 KN95 as the logoing. So, but this just has a metal external metal nose bridge, which seems a little stiffer. Let's see how it performs. So let's get an upstream mask. Oh, we're getting kind of low here. So 1.561. It shouldn't affect our data. 1.561 times 10 to the 4. I'll fill in the nose one there earlier for the type in that document. There's second. So let's try it on here. It has a different smell than the other mask. So it must be made at a different manufacturing site or a different line. Maybe a different material. Let's see. I don't know. Face feels pretty good. Seems legit. No, they did send these to me, so I guess there's always something to be said that they could have sent me no good supply, but at least what they gave me is legit. Good media. I get a much better. I think this one's going to test better because the nose bridge is a lot better. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Alright, we'll call it there, 56.09. So, pretty good. Oh, I forgot to finish the video here. I just made more work for myself because I have to edit that later, but I just took the mask. I hit the button when I took the mask off there. Let it stabilize for 20 seconds. So media seems legit. I could get a really good face seal with that nose bridge, the metal nose clip here, like so thick. So credit for them for doing that. All right, we'll call it there. 10 seconds, 1.486. So I just had to retest that last mask. I got really good performance, 99.63, but that aerosol is getting pretty low concentration. We're getting close to the background level, so I wanted to make sure that it is legit. So I fired up the generator again. It's just always nice to compare and see how my data looks. Why not do another one? 3.898 times 10 to the 4. So 3.898 times 10 to the 4. So we'll see if we get a slightly different result this time. And that would just be due to the aerosol used. It's gonna coagulate, or not really coagulate. It's going to coagulate into form larger particles, which will be filtered more easily by these masks. So it might just be a good mask. I think it is. I mean, it fits my face really well. So I don't know how to size a KF94 or KN95 mask. So I think we'll have a little bit of work there. But I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to advertise this to be. Oops, so let's try that again. I don't know what I hit there. I didn't want to advertise this to be like the end all and be all of a mask without really doing my due diligence. But it seems really good from a filtration standpoint. Good media. Yeah, I think this is legit. All right, I gotta give it to these guys. These people. This is a good mask. This highlights by KN95 from known people. All right, we're gonna call it there 54.49. 4.49. Wow, it's even gonna be higher. That's crazy. Okay. Here you can see the mask is cracking a little bit here as I move around. All right, I gotta give them credit for that. That's some good filtration efficiency. So 54.49 with almost double the concentration. So I probably got a little bit better mask fit, or the media had drifted to a little bit more penetrating media over time. But either way, I mean, pretty good. So it just highlights: don't buy KN95s from like random websites, right? Or not random websites. Sorry, don't buy KN95s from Amazon or eBay. You need to make sure the vendor is actually doing a good job. But these seem legit. The ones I have to the limitation is always my test. I'm only testing one mask. 3.407 times 10 to the 4. So, you know, within the groups, it's hard to say, but it seems like they got some good quality. So we repeat. Okay, so there we go. Bluna white face, Blueuna FaceFit. It's a little faster than our other tests I'll compare. Still KF94. Alright, there we go. Illwool KF80. Illwool, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. There we go. Alright, Bluna black FaceFit. Let's see, AllKeeper KF94 white. Guess you can see that, but. All right, black AllKeeper KF94. Play this one. It's hard to breathe in. All right, the Clean-Nara. All right, I'll call it there. Dr. Puri black. This is the blue surgical face mask. This one's going to be hard to do because I'm going to have to not, when I pinch the nose bridge with one hand, I'll have to gear it my other hand. The Arun external nose bridge. Arun internal nose bridge clip. They're not on the outside. All right, there we go. Filter 95. Still can't get that nose bridge to seal. So this is without tight motor. It's opening up on it. Alright, so do it again with the nose very tight. Okay, Powcom headband style. There we go. N95 Moldex control. Alright, so what we got? Botn view.